Soil Stadium because in Colts Watch, the team is marking Mental Health Action Day today with a new effort to bring the Kicking the Stigma campaign to the forefront. Ashley Powell is the Director of Community Relations for the team and kind enough to join us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Wearing it on the shirt, Kicking the Stigma.
Yes.
As you try to sort of build awareness to this, and you're several years into it now, talk about some of the things that you have planned, because it's easy enough when something launches to get everybody to pay attention to it.
Right.
But to sustain it, it's a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. So we launched this in 2020, right at the height of the pandemic, and it was really great timing just to be able to put this out into the community. And since the launch, we've committed over $24 million on behalf of the Ursay family and just community donations, and done a lot of fundraising efforts, and then put that back out into the community with our grant fund as well too. So last year alone, we were able to give out $4.1 million in grant dollars.
Tell me if this is the perception from the outside is correct. There are, of course, things that the owner of any entity can say, employees, I need you to do this. And they do it. And there are others where the employees say, yeah, we're all in on that. This seems to be one of those. Of course, the most forward-facing members of the organization are the players. Several of them seem to really wrap their arms around that.
Yeah, you know, mental health is health. It's one of those things that maybe isn't as visible as some other ailments that people might have, but it affects everybody in some form or fashion. And so what we've really seen is people really have a connection to this, whether it's themselves or a loved one. And so being able to be a part of this, whether they're part of the front office or the football team or coaching, we've really found that everybody is kind of all in on this.
So one of our stories this morning was about a new Gallup poll that looks at depression rates. And initially I read it as what would seem to be rather daunting news. It was pointed out to me that there may be some hope in them as well. It finds, for instance, that 1 in 6 adults currently feel depressed or are getting treatment for it. 3 out of 10 adults have had a diagnosis of depression at some point. Initially, that may sound like, well, the world's just getting more depressed, though if the idea is to kick the stigma, might it also mean that more people feel comfortable saying, yes, I'm dealing with this, and yes, I would like help with it?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this is all about, right? The awareness. We know we're not mental health experts, but we know what we can do to uplift those organizations that are doing the good work, and talking about it is the first step in finding help and seeking help, and others understanding where you're at.
So how would people get involved if they want to, for instance, whether it's from a T-shirt to anything throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a Kicking the Stigma merchandise line that can be found at our pro shop. So you can visit Colts.com to find that.
Seeing some of it on the air right now.
Yes, absolutely. We partnered up with Home Field this year for our Stronger Together T-shirt. It's an amazing shirt. It's a super soft quality shirt, and part of the proceeds do benefit our Kicking the Stigma Action Fund. So, you know, that's just going to help us get the word out more and support more organizations and really focus on those areas where we're trying to focus on with the workforce development and the equitable access to treatment.
And I presume we'll see more times during the course of the season where the players either on their shoes or elsewhere sort of wear this Kicking the Stigma campaign on their sleeve.
Yeah, we're excited. We're going to dedicate a game again this season to Kicking the Stigma, so to be announced, but we're excited and looking forward to that as well too.
Ashley Powell, thank you.
Thank you so much.